Welcome, I'm Lauren Fluker.
And I'm Jamal Williams.
And this is From the Press Box,
a show where we'll look at and discuss Atlanta University Center athletics and the national sports scene.
At the end of each show, we'll have a segment called Hurry Up Offense, where we'll state and defend our opinions on a few hot topics.
Speaking of hot, a Florida State University girl put up a YouTube video asking Jerry Lynn to be her date.
What, Jerry? I'm pretty sure his name is Jeremy.
I'm pretty sure she also thinks that he plays for the New York Giants and just won the Super Bowl.
Well, at least she has the city, right? Speaking of offers, with little chance of him accepting, the Rochester Lancers of the Major Indoor Soccer League have offered Allen Iverson a contract for the final 2 games this season for $20,000 a game.
So you're telling me 2 games and $40,000.
Unbelievable.
I have these numbers right. Where can I sign up?
I know.
I mean, in boxing news, Vitaly Klitschko completed his 10th successful title defense after a unanimous decision against Derek Chisora.
But Chisora wasn't done fighting for the night. In the post-fight press conference, he taunted former WBA champion David Haye.
Maybe if he put that extra energy into his fight in the match, he could have at least won one round.
That's possible. Colts owner Jim Irsay is offering a BMW to anyone who can predict the entire first round of this year's NFL draft.
It doesn't sound like a very likely it'll happen, but
not at all.
It's not a bad deal. But we'll be right back after this break.
Each all slurred, complaining his arms numb. He called everyone. He even called my daughter Tiara, because, you know, she's got a year of nursing. Everyone thinks he needs to go to the doctor, including me. So he said, well, will you take me? I'm like, I'm on the road. He goes, I'll wait. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love have symptoms of stroke, don't wait. It may be too late. Dial 911. Time loss is brain loss.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me back. Hey, did you tell your parents about us? Let's skip first period together. Did you get all my texts? Is practice over yet? Where are you at? Are you with your friends? That's L-A-A-A-A-M-M-E-E-E. Capital X, lowercase o, capital X, lowercase o.
I love you. JK. I hate you. JK. Are you ignoring me?
We're in a huge fight right now. Is this something I did?
I can see your lights on. I'm coming over.
What'd you dream about? Me? I'm lonely. Holla back.
Holla back.
Let's try something new. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
So, is it just him going to be working out, or is it?
No, it's going to be other guys on the team. I mean, they have another guy on the corner, Cortland, who's really good. So they have some other guys that are going to. But we're back in the press box with more news.
The Florida Marlins fans will endure a change because their team no longer will be going by its original name.
The name change to the Miami Marlins is an effort to assist in marketing endeavors for the team and to create a larger fan base.
Among the big changes were new uniforms, a logo, colors, and a stadium that holds 37,000 people.
Wait, hold on. That's it? 37,000?
Well, that's what Marlins owner Jeffrey Lurie wanted. He stated if our ballpark could speak, its first words would be, Hola, Miami.
That sounds more like a song than a statement. I mean, I guess sometimes change can be a good thing.
Yeah, but on a sad note, San Diego Chargers defensive lineman Tommy Harris is mourning the sudden loss of his wife, Ashley Harris, after a suspected stroke-causing aneurysm. Harris was only 29 years old and had just given birth to her second child.
Teammates, coaches, and staff have expressed their sympathy to Tommy via the team's Twitter page. Quote, condolences to former Bears defensive tackle Tommy Harris on the death of his wife, Ashley. Sending prayers to you, Tommy.
This is really unfortunate.
It really is, but we'll be right back after this break.
There's a monster in my bathtub. There's
keep innocent things from triggering an asthma attack.
Please make the monsters go away.
Learn how to stop their asthma attacks at noattacks.org.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
Welcome back to From the Press Box. We're about to go into our hurry-up offense.
Or as I like to call it, the battle zone.
We'll have 4 topics and each get 30 seconds to defend our stance on them. So enough talking, let's get into the first topic.
Who is this year's biggest NBA All-Star snub?
All right, I'm going with Josh Smith of the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, this guy's averaging over 15 points a game, more than 2 blocks a game, and he has a career high with 9.5 rebounds a game. And he's shooting 45% from the field on the season. He had to pick up a leadership role when Al Horford got hurt after the 11th game of the season, so they're relying on him a lot more. And the guy that made it, Andre Iguodala, is only averaging 12 points, half a block, and 6.4 rebounds a game. And on a team that doesn't rely on him as much, Josh Smith is playing good ball and deserves to be recognized for it.
Okay, and I'm going to go with the underrated New York Knicks center, Tyson Chandler. This guy was on last year's championship team. He now averages 12 points a game, 10 rebounds, and he's a 10-year veteran, so he can still get those lobs and defend. So that's why I would say that he's probably one of the biggest snubs this year.
Well, you're right about the lob passes because that's the only offense this guy's got. So who are you suggesting he replace? Dwight Howard or Roy Hibbert?
That's a good point. Okay. Donovan's loan to Everton is over, but was this trip a success or a fail?
The trip was an epic fail. They only won 2 games his entire time playing there. I mean, the guy did not score a goal, and he's going to come back to he just broke up their consistency as a team. He's coming back. His first responsibility was here with the MLS, and he's going to come back fatigued. His body's going to be tired, and they're getting ready to go into a title defense. And he should have been sitting at home just working out and being ready. You can't come back to go into title defense when you're tired. I mean, the guy played full 90 minutes in 9 games, and he still did not score a goal. This was just a waste of time.
Yeah, exactly. And I think for the first time, I'm going to actually agree with you and say that it was an epic failure. As you mentioned, he did not score, and he actually did better in his first loan, where he actually played 13 games and scored, and got a few assists. So, yes, I agree. This was an epic failure.
Okay, I'd just like to take this moment to welcome you to the club, the right club. You got one question right for once.
Oh, my goodness, really?
Okay, we're going to go to our third question. Last year, VCU and Butler played in the Final Four game against each other. Who could be this year's Cinderella team?
I'm going to go with the Wisconsin Badgers. The point guard, Jordan Taylor, is playing insane, and this team is explosive from the three-point line and one of the top teams in defense. And these guys are in the Big Ten, so you know what that means. Competition is stiff, and their strength of schedule has proved that they will be ready in March.
All right. Clearly, the only time we should talk about Wisconsin is when we're talking about football. I'm going to California. We're going with the Long Beach 49ers. I mean, they've played against 5 teams in the top 15. They took Kansas and UNC to the final minutes. They couldn't put these guys away. And they have convincing victories over Xavier and Pitt. Do you need me to say those names again? Xavier
no, I really
and
don't.
Pitt. And, I mean, this is due to the play of their guard, Casper Ware, who's 5'10", averaging over 15 points a game, and the double-double machine, T.J. Robinson, who's averaging over 13 points and over 10 rebounds a game.
Okay, and our last topic, who has been the biggest WNBA signing this offseason?
The biggest signing is a re-signing. I'm going with Crystal Langhorne, 6'2" forward. She re-signed to the Washington Mystics. She was 4th in the league in points per game with over 18 a game. She was 6th in the league in rebounds with over 7 per game. And 3rd in the league in field goal percentage. Are we seeing a consistent pattern here? She is one of the best in the league. This girl can play, and her coach, Trudy Lacey, is just ecstatic to have her back on the team, and she knows that her leadership qualities are going to take them far this season.
Okay, and it's funny that you said someone that, you know, plays for the Washington Mystics, because I'm going to go with somebody who was actually there. And I'm going to say Alana Beard. She was 8 years pro, and in a 5-year stint with the Washington Mystics, she averaged 16 points per game and 4.2 rebounds. So in addition to her veteran status, the Sparks general manager stated that she is a leader. She's able to get to the hole, and she's a defensive stopper. So, you know, good luck to her with the Sparks.
Yeah, I wish her luck, but if she'd have stayed with the Washington Mystics, I'm sure they'd have made a nice duo.
Oh, God.
But we're out of time for today's show.
And hope to see you next week.
I'm Jamal Williams.
And I'm Lauren Fluker. And this is from the Press Box.